Back with another artist spotlight. You already know what it is. Today was a three-peat. Was today a three-peat? Was today a three-peat? I'm really excited that you guys are tuning in again. It means a whole lot. I really try my hardest to provide platforms for everybody who's interested, everybody who has something to share. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. Go ahead, click that follow button. I'm Bobby Pin, and I do these all the time. You can visit my series on IGTV, Artist Spotlight. You can see more interviews like this, or you can visit my YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheBobbyPin. If you're feeling the love, if you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and click that buy a badge button at the bottom. I promise it's a little small fee to you, but it goes a long way for me. I really appreciate your support in that way. And of course, don't be stingy. Don't keep this live to yourself. Go ahead and share it with another music lover in your life. We're going to bring up our final guest of the evening. I hope that I'm saying his name right. Caanan. He's going to tell me how to pronounce it. Now. Hey.
Hey, how you doing, Bobby?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. You're sideways. Is there a reason you looking at us like that?
Oh, you know what? I will fix it just for you.
There it is.
Cool.
So I'm currently playing the unreleased single you sent me, Walkman. Make sure I'm saying your name right. How do you pronounce your name?
Caanan.
Caanan. Okay, that's what I thought. So Caanan, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Okay, originally from Birmingham, Alabama. Started my music career at Ames, Iowa. Back in my college days, really supportive music scene, kind of got me out of my shell. And now I'm here, Austin,
Nice.
Texas.
Austin, Texas. Okay. I love me some Austin. I've only been there for South by Southwest, but I did go twice. And it's a vibe down there for sure. So
It's unfortunate we didn't have it this year. I was really looking forward to it.
I know this friggin' virus is messing everything up, but fortunately we've got all of this technology and we can connect on platforms like this here, Instagram. So why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about your artistry. You're a storyteller. You also play. I saw you play the guitar. So talk to me about how you got into music.
Oh man, probably church, 4 or 5 years old, singing in the choir, but I've always taken to it, whether that's violin or guitar. Started with some musicians in Austin, actually kind of on the electric side. Started getting more excited, like throwing in a bunch of instrumentals on a song and going from there. I've started getting a little bored of the guitar, but if I'm feeling passionate about something, I'll put some lyrics down to some music.
So for your subject matter, where do you usually draw your inspiration?
A broken heart, something I see, something I'm trying to relay, maybe something that's going on with the times.
Okay. You seem a little shy.
Hey, you know, sometimes I am. That's kind of why music is great for me. It's my outlet of communication. So it's easier for me to actually get on stage and with my guitar, you know, and sing rather than it is to talk most of the time.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I feel like most people are the opposite. I know I'm very outgoing when it comes to interviewing or public speaking, but I'm really weird about sharing my art and my artistry. So I think that's cool that it's the opposite for you. So talk to me about how you mentioned church. Moxie, the previous interview we did, said the same thing. Something about the Black church or church in general that really helps people find their place in a way that we don't sometimes in school or within our community. So talk to me a little bit more about that. How did you discover you had this talent?
My mom, she turned us on to everything, like whether it was Bach, who was also a religious composer, to Cameo, like fell in love with Cameo, but pretty much she just signed me up for church one day and I was pretty confident, surprisingly, and really liked it and pretty much sing to everything. If I hear some instrumentals, I usually try to catch a tune and drop some lyrics, but yeah, I love singing, whether that's shower to my new baby or yeah.
Oh, Congratulations.
Yeah,
So I'm sorry.
his name is Oaks.
Okay.
Yeah,
How old is he?
he is 12 weeks.
Oh my gosh, he's a baby. Congratulations. Oh, I'm excited for you. So when you say Cameo, were you talking about the band?
Oh yes,
I love Cameo too. What's your favorite song by them?
definitely Candy. Candy's
Okay.
for Word Up. Um, Single, Love
I was gonna
Single.
say that's my favorite by them.
There's one more that I'm drawing a blank on. The music video is so great. It's like a red Lamborghini. Yeah, it's not coming to me, but yeah, there's one more.
I'll drop it in the comments when I look it up. I feel like I know which song you're talking about. It's kind of like up tempo. Is it an up tempo song?
It's Strange, maybe. I think it's called It's
Oh
Strange.
yes, that's the one. Here,
Yeah.
let me see if I can play it real quick. So is that where you get? I know the song that we just played is kind of auto tune influence. Is that where you get that from?
Honestly, I love Future. I really do. But I'm just an old school guy in general, so I really like the Delphonics and the Isley Brothers. So normally when I sing like without auto tune, that's how I'm singing. I really like falsetto.
Is this it? Yeah, somebody said "Strange" is the best Cameo track. I fully agree. It's such a vibe.
That,
What'd you say?
someone bars.
One more time.
I said someone dropped some bars in that song too.
Yeah, they were like rapping. This is before rap. Well, before
Oh
we called it rap. So yeah.
yeah, I know Tupac took some instrumentals from Cameo. I think Lauryn Hill did as well. A few people did, so they're hot.
Okay. See, that's what I said about these interviews. I love the music history you get to learn from everybody. So I'm looking at you and I'm listening to you. You feel like you're really young. Do people tell you you have an old soul a lot?
Yes.
Oh,
Before the record, 32. So
we're
I
the same age.
plans these days.
That makes sense then. So we're the same age. So talk to me more about your influences. You mentioned Cameo. We went down the lane there. Who else inspires your music?
I would say Vince Staples. He's more of an indie artist. He played at a festival called Sound on Sound a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
He's really creative. I feel like he's not held to one certain group of instrumentals just because it's rap. He will try anything, and he's very creative. He's not just talking about going to the club. He's talking about real stuff. It's like
Yeah.
that we all. I could definitely relate to him. Really like Polo G. I think he's a hot young rapper. Yeah, like I said, Ron Isley. Gosh, the Isley Brothers. There's not a band out there, rock, whatever, that competes. I can argue that case all day. I
Yeah.
think they like 4 or 5 decades, and I don't think anybody else has done that.
Okay. You're so well-rounded. I think that's important.
For sure, for sure.
How
And
do you think that's like an advantage to standing out right now?
yeah, if you haven't noticed, a lot of indie artists aren't just staying to one genre. Because I believe as a musician, hey, you're probably well versed in a few things, or maybe a jack of all trades, but you're mastering just one genre. But I feel like nowadays you can break open into other genres and it can all be on one album. And so
Yeah.
that's what
I'm so looking forward to it, Caanan.
for
Let's
sure.
see what else I want to ask you. So you mentioned you have a new little baby and you're married. How did you meet your wife?
You know, it's funny. We actually met on Bumble about 6 years ago in Austin, Texas. And then shortly after we got married, we still haven't been called by Bumble to do any commercials or anything. So that's a little disappointing, but it was great.
So guys, that means in the comments, go ahead and tag Bumble. It's funny you said that. My homegirl just logged in. I believe she's marketing for Bumble. So that's kind of crazy. Raro, we have a Bumble success story here. You couldn't have logged in at a better time. That's kind of crazy.
That's great.
But yeah, so that's super cool. I love. I've been trying to give these dating apps a shot, but I don't know.
It's got to be going down in Houston with the dating apps.
It's a lot of people in there, but I don't know. Red Spade 302 asked where you're from. You told us a little bit
Birmingham,
from.
the deep south.
How has the transition been for you going from Alabama to Austin, Texas?
Oh, Austin, Texas is a lot bigger. Of course, where I'm from in Birmingham, that area is pretty hip. I think Obama actually won it in that city, so that's something I'm proud of. But I actually moved to Iowa, small town Iowa, and that was a huge culture shock. A lot of those kids were farmers, things like that. And then, of course, from Birmingham to Iowa to Austin, that was kind of right in the middle, I think, of where I needed to be.
So did you study music? Because you went to school in Iowa. Did you study music in college?
Yeah, no, surprisingly, I wrestled there and
Oh.
biology major.
Psychology. Ooh.
Yeah,
How
but
does that? Sorry.
mhm. No, you're fine.
No, go say what you were gonna say.
Oh, I was gonna say no, but it was really Ames, Iowa that I got into that, like I said, that really supportive music scene. They, like I said, I am naturally a shy guy, and they were so nice and friendly. They broke me out of that shell, so very fortunate for that.
That's awesome. How do you feel like your psychology background helps you as a songwriter? Or
Um,
does it? Maybe it doesn't relate at all.
Maybe there's some points I don't see, but I would like to think I'm a very like observant guy, and I'm not necessarily trying to be liked by everybody, but if anything, I'm trying to lay it all out there. But I'm honestly not sure if it relates.
Yeah. I was like, maybe it doesn't. Are you, did I ask this already? If I did, forgive me, but are you self-taught on the guitar?
Yes, surprisingly, I am. I started in about eighth grade. My good friend, also from Alabama, my sister, we just picked up a guitar one day, and there were a few websites that had the tablature, and just started. We were all kind of competitive, first of all. All like, learned this yesterday, and yeah, started jamming, as we like to call it. Went from there.
That's really awesome. So to have a network of people who continue to push you to learn more and step out of your comfort zone, I hear that as a theme. That's awesome.
For sure, for sure. And something that's been different the past few years. I was always trying to get a band, and it just didn't work. I've had so many projects just fall through the cracks, and I would say what's significant about this EP is I'm collaborating a lot, but as far as the band thing, I've kind of thrown it out of the door because it's just too much management. I'm not into that, so
Yeah.
I like what I'm doing right now.
Well, I'm excited for you pushing through. You're going to go get it for yourself. Your EP is coming out in December.
It is
So what's the name of your project?
July.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what can
it's
we expect from July?
oh man. Um, I think everyone can expect where I'm at lyrically, melodically, um, hopefully just talent wise, and I'm expressing myself in it, and I hope it's a jam.
Yeah.
So yeah, the name of the single is called Walkman. It's pretty good, but my favorite right now is July, so I'm really looking forward to that one dropping.
Okay, okay. And you're releasing the next single. Oh, is Walkman out? Not yet, right?
Walkman is not out, so that's kind of on me going through these like platform distributors. They don't release at the same time, so I think it's like 48 hours to a week they should be releasing. So anytime this week. I didn't set a specific date.
Okay. So, in other words, you need to follow Caanan J so that when it does come out, you can be the first to listen. If you're just tuning in, first of all, thank you for watching. If you want to catch the playback, you can hear Walkman at the beginning of this interview. I played a little bit for y'all. You know, I'll be having exclusives or whatever. Um, so, yeah, I'm really excited for you, Caanan. You sound so talented. I love stories of overcoming, and I can definitely imagine how tricky it was to find your space as an entertainer, as someone who's kind of naturally shy. So I'm happy for you that you found the network and support system to encourage you to share with us your talent and your abilities.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you having me.
No problem. Before we go, is there anything else you want our viewers to know? Definitely we can follow you here on Instagram, but where else can we keep up with you?
Pretty much all the music platforms, I'll be there. Yeah, that's it. And keep following, keep the support up. Love the support. Like, share, all that stuff.
Period.
Period.
All right, Caanan. Well, thank you again so much for sharing with me tonight. It was really cool to meet you, and I definitely look forward to blasting and sharing your music when it drops. So make sure you DM it to me or whatever. And yeah, you've got support over here.
It's been real.
All right, have a good one.